Alright, we got some more WCOOP coming right on up. A 5K turbo. PKO too, fuck yeah. Prebz is there. Coco Jambo's back. The nerd guy showed on up with a big old stack. IKKEDUS. What the hell? Ikedus? Has two big blinds. That's a damn shame. One of them's already in the middle. Looks like we're gonna be getting our first ladder. A 3's dead. The nerd guy comes bounty hunting. $3,100 bounty up for grabs. I think Akidis just has to stick it in. Does flop a 9, but ace high board looks good for Wushu. Gonna need a 9 or a 3 or Akidis is out of here. Ace will just dead him. Wushu gets the first bounty. Very nice for them. So what do I foresee happening? Coco Jambo does have 48 bigs. Hard to root against that. Or the nerd guy was 76, even more. Will be interesting to see what happens here. The nerd guy comes along again with 9-8 suited. Rate a lot with pocket 9s. We'll rip it from the cutoff. Rate a lot gets it through. Prebz off 26 is a very tempting pick. As Grozorg rips in King Jack off. Coco Jambo going bounty hunting. Jack on the flop. 7 on the turn, 8 on the river. We'll chop it up. I was gonna pick Prebz, but not looking good right here. Rate a lot with aces. Flats. 1-8 is dead. Coco Jambo also comes along. Top set for rate a lot. Prebz with an ace high board. Pre-flop aggressor. Would make sense to take a stab. Poor timing. Ooh, Coco Jambo also comes along, drawing to the straight. Prebz checking on the turn. So many draws out there. Rate a lot, just sticks it all in, takes it down. So yeah, I gotta say, my pick is gonna be for Coco Jambo. Hard not to pick them. Coming in here at second place position. The nerd guy is pretty far away from Coco, although he's still to the left. Nerd guy flopping top pair. Ace high board for the pre-flop aggressor. We'll take a stab. Rate a lot. Picks up a straight draw on the turn. And he makes a straight on the river. Nerd guy might think I'm going to have more 7s here. Does take a little bet. On a 3 flush board, it will be interesting. Rate a lot does go for some value here. Rate a lot might have been the pick. Up to 47 bigs. Ooh, Coco Jambo, hopefully you don't go hunting this 9k bounty. All in from Prebz. Coco folds. 9-10 suited for Denarius. Lets it go under the gun. 34 bigs. Doesn't want to get put in a pickle by one of the many other bigger stacks. Kahanmok. Gonna take it down with the bet on the flop with the straight draw and backdoor flush draw. Wushu with 8s. Coco Jambo with ace jack. We'll put in the raise. Wushu with 28 big blinds. Pocket 8s under the gun. Goes for the call. 9-4-4 flop. Coco, very small bet. 8s are gonna come along. Jack on the turn. I'm liking my odds here. Another small bet from Coco. I like to see it. Might get some more value here. 8s. No! No! 8 on the river. No! And Coco goes for value. Shit. Oh, damn it. And now he's got pocket 6s. 1-6 is dead. He's all in and we're going to see a flip for his life. Rate a lot. Putting in the raise. Queen 9 suited. Oh no, this is horrific. Ace jack. Ace jack on the flop, serious. Club. No. Wait, what are we doing? We're chopping the pot? What happened? Oh, Coco makes a flush. I am so silly. I was staring at the board. I was like, wait, but how does sixes win here? Oh, that's funny. At least Coco's still alive. 12 bigs. I thought he was dead. Then I saw chips goes away and I was so confused. Grozorg taking king and an 8 suited. It's a little wide, but doesn't have any pressure on him. Does get the call from 8-9. King on the flop, and we're... Oh, great shove from Grozorg. Wow. It's a little wide, but again, if people are going to go bounty hunting super wide, it's a pretty good deal for you. Nerd guy. Gonna face a 3-bet. Looks pretty dang strong coming from Denarius. Don't do it. I don't think you're calling. Looks like you might be 4-betting all in. Or folding. Good, good, good. Move along. Rate a lot. Getting right after it. 5-6 suited, not afraid. Under the gun. Will flop open and straight draw. And could get king high out of here right away. Their guy does fold to go king 9. Aces again for Denarius. Read a lot, surely gonna go to a flop. Flop in the nut flush draw. Whoo, 230 big blind stacks. Small bet from the aces. Rate a lot does use this as a raise. Denarius can go either way. Denarius folds aces? No. Folds the check raise on the flop. Holy moly. You know what, like, the reason for it would be that Coco Jambo is super short and nicely getting away from king 9 suited by the min raise. Escaping danger. Grozorg's also stupid short. Like, the thing is, you're gonna see a lot of flush draws and 2 pairs, maybe some strong top pairs. Against that, you've got the advantage with aces, of course, but not by a lot. And in that situation, you're pretty well flipping versus the ace 9. Dang, but just a check fold or a bet fold with the aces on the flop. What a profitable play by Rate a Lot. Getting aces to fold. Aces again for Denarius. Plays call this time. 10-5 deuce flop. The nerd guy don't make no pairs. Ace king should be good here a lot. Puts in a bet. Call from the aces. Nerd guy checks it. Check Denarius, check. Small bet here. Nerd guy with the ace of spades might not be a fan of that. Might be a fan of it, I don't know. Jack on the river, I could see Denarius checking. Stack to pot ratio about 1-to-1. Okay, it does go all in. I've got no clue what's going on with Denarius. Oh, does the nerd guy call? I think it's, yeah, a bit too big in this situation to be calling down with the ace high. Denarius up to 33 bigs. Right back to where they were before the aces. The folded aces. Ooh, Wushu, was that 10 jack? 10 jack putting in the 3-bet. And Denarius folds king jack, you love to see it. Coco with an ace here. Will get called by the big blind. Sweat the queen or 8. We sweat it, yes. Coco up to 11. Slight advantage over Grozorg. Queen for Kahan Mock. Rate a lot just seems like the type that could always get crazy and put in the 3-bet pre-flop. Making a pair of 6s. Puts in the raise for some protection. Makes plenty of sense. Should be checking on the turn. Top set for Kahan Mock. Checks back the turn as well. Playing it sneaky. Super sneaky. Don't think there's any more value for the queens, but they're surely going to go for it still. Nice small bet. Hard for a pair of 6s to call here. Could always turn it into a bluff. Rep the 6s or potentially ace-jack. You might want to have a jack instead, but you're not going to be check raising jack 6 on that board, I don't think. Anyways. Prebs, finally get to hear from them. That's nice to hear. Queen 10. Might go bounty hunting here. Grozarg might think you've been quiet, but we'll stick it in. Prebs isn't going to have too many chances for bounties, but they also want to preserve their chips. If they lose this, they will be in last place. What does the $2,500 mean to you? Less than 1 million chips to call, so it looks like you're getting the price. Does find the fold though. We might just be in the same situation we were before, unless Prebz rips it here. Nope, goes for the raise. The nerd guy folds the dominating flush draw. Wushu. 6-7 of clubs comes along. Ace 9-4 flop. 2 diamonds, no clubs. Small bet from the king high. Whoa, Wushu, what you thinking about? Would be so cool to see a raise there. Doesn't come in though. Rate a lot. Ace and a 4, just lets it go. Queen 6 versus Queen 6. Wushu jams. I could see Coco just folding. Yep, you got a few too many chips to be calling there. Once you get down to 5 big blinds, maybe you're calling. Maybe 4. Somewhere in there. Interesting flop here. 2 pair for Kahan Mock. He might fast play it. Nope. Pretty wet board. 10-9 gets there. Wushu with 10-jack. Might slow down with the pair. Says I think there's some value. Could get called by an 8-6 or flush draw, straight draw. Check on the river, I think. Nice pot for Kahan Mock. Pretty well ties himself with Wushu. For first place. Dang. 30-something bigs is first place. Sometimes you just see a jam here from the button. Thank God for Kahan Mock. They use the small sizing. Just a min raise. Can get away from the 3-bet. So Coco Jambo's still hanging in there with 6 bigs. Real shame they haven't been able to get back in the game. To be fair though, Wushu, who won that huge old pot off him, hasn't had too many hands or opportunities to get crazy with the bigger stack. So it's not as if Coco Jambo would have had those opportunities. Anyways, top pair for Grozorg, rips it in. Wushu with a straight draw comes along. Ace or diamond. Diamond is good. Grozorg's out of here. Nice run of cards for Wushu. We'll see if it continues. No 9s are dead. Ace 9 might come along for the bounty. Queen on the flop. No outs for Wushu on the turn. Coco gets a full double. Hopefully this gets blind on blind. Yep, Coco's got a jam. Kahan Mock thinking about going for the bounty. This looks like too much. Yep. Coco at 15 blinds. Slightly ahead of Prebz now. Cahan Mock might come along with King 9 suited. Puts in the 3-bet. Ace Jack suited. Could call, could 4-bet. Don't think folding's in line. Go to a flop. Ace King 4. Pretty stupid spot for Cahan Mock where you don't even beat all the King X. But you like the ace high board most of the time in a 3-bet pot. Wushu will take a stab. You don't like your King 9 much more. Could still have spade draw or straight draw. 3 on the turn. No help for the King 9. Check, check on the turn. Draws miss. 1-liner to a 2. Might go check, check. Wushu might go for value. You don't want to value on yourself and see ace 5 here. But he does say 2 million more chips to go. I think Cahan Mock will just find the fold. Yep. Interesting 3-bet pot there anyways. Raid a lot with an ace and a king. The nerd guy coming along with a 10 and an 8. Things could get tricky here. 10-8 does just find the fold with the gut shot to the 9. You would have the crappy end of the straight, so they just let it go. Prebz might be looking at a double up here. Wushu with the wide portion of the range, but just needs a king or 7. For 10k bounty almost. 9k. Seems like a call. Coco Jambo puts in pretty well half their stack. A little bit more. Gets it through. 14 bigs. Just behind the nerd guy at 16. Raid a lot at 17. Yeah, like if Coco gets a double up, they're tied for second place. That's awesome. We're not far away from that. Raid a lot with jacks off 17. Gets it through pre-flop. Wushu, the lone big stack. 33 bigs, king 7 suited. Raise it up. Prebz with the suited queen 7. Not the flop you were looking for. Wushu says, yes, this is my board all day. Ace 10 suited now for Wushu. She's in early position. Raise will just come along to the flop. Might see a chop pot here, depending on the run out. Both players with the flush draw, or backdoor flush draw. Wushu turns the flush draw. Ace 10 still good. Ace 10's real good now. Think it would be in a weird spot facing a raise, but would ultimately find the call. Probably wants to go for value on the river here too. Try to get called by ace king, ace queen. Says maybe I'll try to get called by 8s or 9s instead. Goes for an overbet all in. Ace 9 just has to fold. Thought we were going to see a smaller bet size there. But Wushu says, you're probably not going to pay me off. No matter what. Denarius taking the ace jack suited here. For about 20 bigs, ripping it in. Cahan Mock escapes danger. Wushu with ace 8 will just take it. Up to 44 bigs. Pretty good deal for them. King Queen in the big blind. Might go bounty hunting here. 6s kind of look like a jam. Would be a big portion of Wushu's chips. Still going for it. Yeah, that won't do. No king, queen, or 4. Nerd guy up to 23 bigs. Blind on blind, this could get in. Hopefully not. Don't do it. Unless you're going to double up. Find a better spot. Move along. Yeah, he does make the call. King on the flop, though. No 2. Oh. Oh, that's annoying. Coat goes out of here. Rate a lot takes the 3s. Cahan Mock with a nice hand, but can't go bounty hunting, being one of the shorties. Well, you know, okay, so we're all pretty short. Wushu's got 30 bigs, but and the more they battle, they keep climbing to 40. Looks like Wushu is the pick. Looks like Wushu was the pick. Queen 9 for rate a lot. 10 big blinds just jams. Ooh, Wushu getting a nice spot here. Queen, queen, Denarius rips. Sweating the king. No king. Wushu gets another bounty. Cahan Mock with queen, queen on the button. Always a great spot, but we'll see if Nerd Guy defends. Oh no, and they do flop top pair. Very small bet. You could see a check raise here. Hopefully just a call. Oh, there it is. Raise for some protection. 12 big blinds behind. You might put it all in. Quick call from the Nerd Guy. 8 or 10. Nope. Dang, Cahan Mock up to 30 bigs. Ooh, and Wushu gets aces. Prebz with 9s. Oh, and a 9's dead. Ooh. Wushu looking to pick up a big ol' stack here. Sweating hearts. 6. Nope. Another bounty for Wushu. Nerd Guy down to 6 blinds. Rate a lot with 10. I'd really like to see either one of them get back in here. Get a few doubles up through Wushu. Although this has kind of looked like it's lining up for Wushu, Cahan Mock. Final 2. It's going to happen at some point. King 7 here from the Nerd Guy. Very short. Oh, a deuce on the flop. Sweating 2 pairs. Nerd Guy will take it with a pair of 7s. Oh, rate. Oh my gosh. 5 is good. Nope. Not no more. Rate a lot doubles up through the Nerd Guy. Ooh. The Nerd Guy going. I suppose it's not wide if you're going for bounties. You're 2 shorties. You just hope to flop good and take down the bounty. Unfortunately, rate a lot doubles up. I mean, I was asking for one of them to double up. But it was through Wushu. That's what we wanted. Oh, and Wushu's just playing this 3 of a kind sneakily. Blocking the flushes as well. And he gets Cahan Mock to stab. Puts in the raise and a quick fold. Nerd Guy's all in with King Deuce. 1 deuce is dead. 1 spade's dead. 10k bounty. Rate a lot goes for it. An ace jack in the big blind. Cahan Mock folds. Spade draw hits. Nerd Guy doubles up. Would have been a huge call off for the ace jack. Queens. 7-9. Probably going bounty hunting. Queen on the flop. No jack for the chop. Ooh, and Nerd Guy hangs in there. Ace and a queen now. All in again. And just takes it down. Cahan Mock. Staying aggressive with King 5 suited. In the cutoff, 4-handed. Gets it through. Rate a lot jamming the ace and the 9. Wushu with the suited ace. Comes along for the bounty. Gonna need it. Oh, might see a chop. Nope. 8 will keep the 9 in play. So rate a lot does double up through Wushu. Nerd Guy doubles up through Wushu. And the chips are evening out. Just what I wanted. Jack High's going to battle. Bigger stack. Aggressive player will take the pot. fooled by the deuces. Rate a lot jams ace 8 and gets it through. Nerd guy with jack 10 suited will min raise. Oh, and he's flopping the straight flush. Cahan Mock also flopping the second nut flush. I guess in this case the third nut flush. Nerd guy's like, how do I even get paid here? Oh no, Cahan Mock puts in the raise. Might be able to find a fold versus the jam. Super long straight flush. Min raise. Quick call. Sees the bad news. A nice play to get about 2 million more chips. I wonder if he could have got it all betting on the flop. Oh no, and now Cahan Mock's gonna need a 10. Chop outs come in on the turn, but nope. Cahan Mock, after 2 coolers, is out in 4th. That's what it takes. Pretty rude. Jack 3. Using the bigger stack. Getting aggressive. Flopping middle pair. Check, nerd guy. Oh yes, it's so sneaky. Wushu with a straight draw. He does take a stab. I love this by the nerd guy. Don't need to put in the raise. Just a call. You're getting 2 streets, alright. Gonna be tough to fold the jack and the 3 here. Nerd guy sizing up a bet. 2.1 million. Pay the man. Pay the man his money. Oh, nice fold from Wushu. Wow, even after nerd guy played it all sneakily. Dang it, these players are difficult to get chips from. Yeah, it's so rude. Wushu with an ace, 4-bet jam. Don't think you want to call here. Just lays it down. Nerd guy up to 29 bigs. Wushu down to 35. 9 and a jack. Gonna start limping in to nerd guy's big blind. And big blind says, get out of here. Wushu has a playable hand. Flopping a pair of jacks. The nerd guy might put on the foot on the gas. Very small bet. That's not going to get the job done. Ten on the turn, bringing in some straights. Ace of diamonds on the river. Wushu thinking about bluffing. Turns their jack into a bluff. Full pot size bet. You're good, but it's fun to see. Gotta love the creativity. Like, yeah, like I hear a lot of people talk about like where are my bluffs gonna come from on this spot. It's like, well, you're gonna have to turn some of your crappy pairs into bluffs. And it might look silly, but you might just not have bluffs if you don't do it. Pretty dirty spot here. Rate a lot flopping top and bottom pair. Wushu with an ace as well. Don't you dare put a 6 out there. 7 is fair. That's not too many chips. Wushu does make the call and rate a lot's in first place after hanging on out. Really like the way they were playing with the short stack when we still had plenty of players. Kind of nice to see them pick up. 7-4, the nerd guy. Oh no. Bad timing. Misclick. It was misclick. Wushu with the pair of aces. Rate a lot can't play with 6 high there. Limping in the small blind. Interesting. Making a pair of nines. Straight draw for Wushu, but it's a real bad end of it. We'll see the turn. Another quick bet by Rate a Lot. Again, Wushu having to find the fold. Nerd guy, 4 and a 10 sucks dog dick. Ace and a 2 is good enough. Could always limp, but we're gonna get it in. King, king, 6 flop, are you serious? Rate a Lot gets a bounty. Up to 56 bigs. Nerd guy, dang. Played a good game. Top pair for Rate a Lot. Queen and a 3 playing the limping game. It's suited. It's a big bet. Ace 4-4 flop. Stab by Rate a Lot will get the job done. Wushu defending 10-5. Doesn't flop great. Just finds the fold. Good stuff. Both players with a pair of 4s. That's not great. King on the turn. That makes both players more confident in their pair. Wushu might want some protection here. Oh, 6 on the river. That'll do. That'll do. Wushu will pick up at least 2 million chips here. 2.8. Rate a Lot back in there. Jack 3. Of course he's back in there. It's heads up. Wushu making a pair of 2s. Picking up a straight draw on the turn, but doesn't come in. Jack high checks it down. So Wushu 24 bigs, eh? Still has quite the deficit to come back from. Has about 1/3 of the chips in play. Certainly possible, but this 4 on the flop is not going to help. Rate a Lot. Making pairs, come on. Wushu with the deuce and a 9. Oh, and he's facing the raise. Oh, from the 4 deuce. That was so beautiful. Oh, it's so rude. That's just a great play from the 4 and the deuce. Backdoor flush draw with the straight draw. Getting deuce 9 off the pot. Wushu flopping a straight. Didn't see how much they got out of him. Rate a Lot, limping in. Wushu with the 5 and a 3, thought about it for a second. But we'll just see a quick fold on the flop. 4-4 might just go all in. It does. 6-6 all in. Oh, interesting. Interesting sizing. 10-7 doesn't look like a calling hand. It comes along flopping top 2 though. Oof. This really blows. If Wushu had gone all in, 10-7 folds. Instead, we're paying off bets. We're just fucked. 5 on the river. 6s could be good here, but they're not. Dang nabbit. Really wanted to see Wushu battle back, get in here, get back in there. Pair 9s, makes the call, Jack on the river. Wushu will pick up this pot here, 13 blinds, deuce and a 7, that's no good. Oh no! Oh no! Bad timing again. Oh shit, misclick I mean. No, it's just a misclick. King high is good. Rate a Lot. Limping in 6-10. 8 and a jack suited for Wushu. 9-5-3 flop. 7 on the turn. Everybody's got a straight draw. 8 on the river. Rate a lot makes the straight. A pair for Wushu, who goes for some value. Dag nabbit, facing a raise. You're blocking Jack 10. You don't have a diamond. I don't know if that's good or bad. You might... You probably want a diamond. The Jack probably isn't as good. Wushu might get it in here with King High. Does get it in. 10 on the flop. Gonna need some more help, but nope. See a full double up for Wushu. Where you lock it in pocket queens. Ooh, second nut flush draw for Wushu. Could just stick it in here. Plays call. 6 diamonds on the turn. Ooh, Wushu's getting laid a fair price. 1.4 million into about 7. Only makes a pair of 2s on the river. And it goes check, check. Right a lot. Takes it down. 7 million chip pot. That blows. And we'll see an all in here. Wushu needs a king or jack. Hearts. Nope, that won't help. King or jack. No. Ah, and right a lot takes it down. Dang. So the nerd guy in 3rd. Can mock in 4th. Wushu gets 2nd. How do we start things off here? Right a lot off 14. Dang, one of the shorties. Usually don't see that happen. Nerd guy, huge stack. Dang, and my PKO unfortunately got coolered. That 8s versus ace jack was horrific. But yeah, Rate a lot just battled it out, picked up a little bit of a stack. Yeah, I figured they started to lose him at some point once the blinds started to go up. But this is when I started to like what they were doing a lot. Can mock with the big ol' stack. I think they got 4th. Oh, what was that? A big flip or something? Skipped right through it. I lost it. Dang, the nerd guy came back from this? The nerd guy came back from that. 3.5 bigs. Can mock had over 20. Dang, and then pork pie. Oh yeah, they had the double coolers in a row. I forgot about that. Nerd guy flopping the straight flush. Turning a long straight flush. Can mock just super coolered. Very next hand he gets ace 10 versus ace queen. How rude is this? Wushu is opening a lot on the button. Can mock says ace 10. This is brilliant. He loses anyways. Then eventually Wushu and Rate a lot, they whittle down the nerd guy stack. Like, look at this. Wushu's got the big stack. Nerd guy with the middling stack. Rate a lot is like, I've got 19 bigs. I'll hang in there. I'll hang in there. Making top 2. Getting paid. Yeah, and just like that, things turn around and Rate a lot kept the foot on the gas. Got the W.